Talk about timing of meals and how it relates to fat loss and strength gains. So thank you to Justin Tackett for the insightful question that you asked regarding the differences between going from an intermittent fasting strategy to a warrior strategy and the way of eating. And the slight variation would be going from an 18-hour fasting period with a 6-hour feeding window. So fasting for 18 hours a day and then eating for 6 hours a day versus going into like a 20-hour fasting period with a 4-hour feeding window. And just kind of let me break that down a little bit as to my experience with it. First of all, I found out, after following Greg O'Gallagher and Kinobody and really learning about this approach, I was back in October of last year when I first learned about this, thanks to Greg O'Gallagher and Kinobody channel. And going back and watching all the old podcasts and the authors that he had on, one of which was a guy called Brad Pilon. And in the podcast, he interviewed Brad Pilon, and he was a research scientist. He started out working at like a GNC type of a health food store, selling supplements. And this is, I think, when he was in college. He was into bodybuilding, into being strong, building muscle, and being really healthy. And he started selling all these supplements to people. He'd recommend the supplements, and he'd eat his 6 to 8 meals a day, and he would time it out. And he did well, but it was a really huge challenge for him to actually get results. And so Brad Pilon ended up going into I think it was a pharmaceutical company, a big bio company, learning about nutrition through scientific approach after I believe he got his master's degree in college up in Canada. I think it was up from Toronto. And what he realized when he went into working for this company is that they were studying the human body and how the human body actually operated and the benefits, the huge, massive increased benefits of having a fasting period. Say going to like a 20-hour period. In his book, Eat, Stop, Eat, he talks about doing like even 24-hour periods of fasting at times. Okay, up to 24 hours of intermittent fasting. And so he discovered that there was tremendous health benefits of anti-aging, increased human growth hormone, fat burning, you're burning body fat for energy, easily staying in a calorie deficit through this approach, and massive other benefits that he discovered. And so it completely went against everything he'd ever taught before and talked about and sold these supplements. I mean, so it was very kind of a big shock for this guy, Brad Pilon, after he finally learned about this new strategy. So to learn more, I think you can get his book on his website, eatstopeat.com. I believe you can even get the ebook for free. Or watch one of the podcasts that Greg had him on as a guest. Really good information there. But from my experience, I think there is a dramatic amount of difference in pushing the fasting window out to like 20 hours, okay? From my experience, I'm getting a lot of human growth hormone increased production during that period. Like the 20-hour mark seems to be a real big threshold where I am so charged with the human growth hormone increase at that point that I feel electric at that point. I feel so confident when I get into any environment, enthusiastic, almost like overpowering. I went to fill up on gas last night, go in there, and I hadn't eaten in about 20 hours, and I go into the gas station attendant, I'm just like, man, I'm so glad to be here, I'm excited, I'm so thankful that you guys have gas. And he's just like, it's not a big deal, man, it's just gas. And I'm just like, it is to me, I'm excited to be here, I'm grateful, so I definitely feel incredibly charged when I get to that point. In addition, I believe that it also allows me the ease of staying in a calorie deficit if I want to. I like to eat around above maintenance because I'm already shredded. I'm already really lean and shredded down to, I don't know what, maybe like 8%. So I like to eat above maintenance to try to build a little bit of muscle, like do it like a lean bulk strategy of eating. But if you're trying to stay in a deficit, doing this, having just the 4-hour feeding window is a big difference, because an extra 2 hours could be like more snacking and more food. And for me, I lose my willpower at night right before bed. I'm getting tired and I'm just like ready to fall out in bed. And I'm like, if I see food, I'm gonna eat it, So if I still have some calories left at that point, I'm gonna be okay. I'm still gonna be where I want to be in calories, and I can just eat it when I'm gonna lose my willpower. And I know my willpower is very low. So I think that's another huge benefit, just having the ability to stay in the calorie deficit a lot easier. Your body's increased in human growth hormone from my experience. And then also, I believe that extra 2-hour period creates the opportunity for more body fat burning, okay? So more body fat burning as opposed to going into burning calories. So Justin, you really inspired me to shoot this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. and anyone else. I think this is a really insightful question that Justin brought up, so thank you for doing that. If you have any other questions like that, post a comment below. Happy to look into it and see if I know anything about it, if I experienced anything about it, to stay lean and shredded. This is Gavin Mail. Thank you so much for watching. All right, much love. It's Friday. It's a great day. I'm getting my car washed out here in my hometown, Sacramento. I love it so much out here, man. I love the people out here. The number one thing I love about Sacramento is the people, for sure. So, all right, thank you for watching. Done. Where we're at right now. Shoulders filling in, dude. Chest is getting stronger. Hit PRs today, personal records, right? Even the abs are looking good. Staying lean, pretty lean. About to hit the pool, man. About to go hit the pool, catch some rays. Catching rays right now. Hey, Justin, one more thing. In response to Justin Tackett, I just realized I didn't answer your question specifically. You said, is my window, my feeding window, is it like 5 to 9 or like 6 to 10? And, you know, normally it's about 7 p.m. to about 11 p.m. But that can change. But I definitely do a 4-hour feeding window, and that really works incredibly well for me. 4 hours is what I like to do. 7 to 11 is usually pretty accurate for me. You know, fast all day, train, do my walking fasted, do all the good stuff, and then at night just grub huge. And then lastly, Greg O'Gallagher put a new video out talking about how he uses an apple to break his fast. And that's a good strategy for a beginner. You know, I think it's a really good strategy. If you get lightheaded, if you're like super fainted, feel like faint, definitely have an apple. But if you're like me, a little bit obsessive, you want to be shredded, you don't want to, like, you know, don't want to mess with that, I save the apple till the end of the day. Have the fruit at the very night, because that's when I really need it. I feel like I really want the sugars like before bed, like kind of the last thing. That's like my snack. Apple, banana. Last night I did nectarine and plum. It was so good. And banana. I did those 3 fruits. It was amazing. You know, say 200 calories right there. It was incredible, perfect sugars I needed. So instead, I like to do the apple cider vinegar. Knock the apple cider vinegar out to continue the fast. That way I'm having no calories and I'm walking around another 2 hours or whatever, burning body fat. You know, staying super shredded. Right? So, hey, much love. Thanks for watching. Justin, thanks for the comment. Gavin Mail, bro, subscribe. Got a lot of good stuff coming. I already filmed, so enjoy. Take care. No sunscreen, no sunglasses. No sunscreen, no sunglasses.